Hey, how you guys doing? What's up, Butterfly Gang? It's your girl Shakina the Butterfly, and I am here with a pop-up review for you guys. I know you guys feel like, dang, she's missing the action. Where she's been? I actually been doing a lot of healing, a lot of solitude work, and just really getting my mental together. You guys know that I am big on mental health. I'm big on anxiety, depression, OCDs, big on anything that you need to do to give your mind, your body, your soul the healing that it needs so you can co-create with the universe. Of course, this is May, so we are in 5. 5 is the number of change and conflict, so this month is going to be a lot of changes. So I have been working on something for you guys that took a little longer than expected because I didn't know that it got deep like that. But this is something. This is a pop-up review for a book that I've been reading called Healing Your Lost Inner Child. This is a book by Robert Jackman. Robert Jackman is not only a psychiatrist, he's also a REIKI healing master. If you're into any type of spiritual work, REIKI healing is really good. It helps with frequency tones. It helps to relax you. Also helps you sleep well for those who have insomnia. I'm going to link some frequency tones that I use while using this book. So let's get into it because I'm very excited to bring to you guys what I feel, in my opinion, on this book and why I feel like it definitely can help you transmute and transform. So I know you guys always hear like people say, heal your inner child. If you heal your inner child, you won't overreact, or you're overreacting like a kid. You need to go back and you need to figure out what's bothering you. You need to self-love. And it's like, okay, I understand that, but how do you go within the self-love? This is a great book to explain what's healing your inner child is, what's going within. This is also a great book for setting healthy boundaries because if you are an impulsive person who overreacts maybe, or the type of person that does not know how to handle a situation without using these hands, this is a good book for you too. It definitely will help you see the triggers in yourself. It definitely will help you be able to calm yourself down, to make rational decisions even when maybe the situation is out of control, but you're still able to temper and control yourself. And that's another thing that I like about this book. It was really good with impulsive reactions. So you could be a very impulsive person. I know as an Aries, I'm very impulsive. I'm very hot-headed, but I've been working on that, and I feel like this book definitely gets you to really pay attention to the way you react and the way you handle situations. So when the book opens up, it definitely does a really good job with explaining how we get wounded. It talks about like as being a child, how you get wounded, how you may get stuck in time, and what is it that may be holding you back. It's a lot of exercises in this book too that I took very seriously, and I think you should too. It gives a lot of good examples. Definitely give good examples with using other people's story to maybe show you a different light. Because one thing that I did notice, he did a really good job with merging spirituality with the mental. He did a really good job on that, because I definitely would give this book 5 stars, but it is deep healing work. It is also a book that can definitely trigger you, because some of the exercises in the book, it makes you go deep within yourself. It definitely makes you go back to places that you probably don't want to go. It does, but it's something that needs to happen, because these are things that needs to come up, because if it's not getting healed, it's getting triggered. It's causing you to have codependency. It's causing you to be it's causing you to overreact. It's also causing you to maybe have depression, anxiety. It's definitely a time to really take care of yourself and your mental health. And I feel like this book did a really good job with showing you. I think the most difficult chapter to get through in this book is definitely chapter 5, because chapter 5 is where you have to do an exercise where you're going back from 0 to 12, and then you got to rate your trauma. And through that book, I really seen that I had very high intensity trauma. So it's very important for a person like me and the experiences that I had to definitely take care of my mental health. And it's going to be difficult. It took me about, I'll say 3 to 4 to 5 weeks to get through that chapter, because it was very triggering. It definitely was something an eye-opener, I would say, of where some of my codependency come from, some of my obsessiveness come from. Sometimes when I doubt myself, it definitely shows you where things in your life needs more attention, needs more love, needs more self-care, so you can co-create the life you desire for yourself. And I feel like that's only going to come through self-love. It's only going to come through self-help work. And if you're the type of person that does not believe in therapy, you need to get this book. If you don't believe that you have a problem, you probably need to get this book. If you had high intensity trauma, you probably need to get this book. This book is going to explain to you why you act the way you act. It also does a good job with explaining boundaries, because I feel like boundaries is something that we want to set for ourselves, but we don't know how to respect others' boundaries. And then sometimes we confuse boundaries with, defense mechanisms. We're like, oh, these boundaries, but you may got that boundary there for no reason. Sometimes we could be overprotective, where we end up pushing good people away from us. So it's very important that we know the difference. And I feel like this book definitely helps you to be able to know the difference with your boundaries, and then definitely get back to your authentic self. Because it's like, when you hear someone say you need to be your authentic self, it's like, what does that mean? That means you need to be you. And it's very easy. People like to make it seem like it's easy to be you. No, it's not. Because when you are yourself, you are judged. You have to be able to have thick skin. You got to come out. You got to shine brightly. It's not easy to always be yourself, especially when society has something else, or society expects so much from you. It's more easier to be somebody else. So I feel like this book also helps you go back to those places, so you can find yourself. Because a lot of times we don't even know who we are, because we're so wrapped up in what's going on in society, our friends' opinion, our family opinion, the opinion of everybody else. But like I tell everybody on my page, what other people think about you is none of your business. This is definitely a time where you need to put yourself first, where you need to show up for yourself, where you need to be selfish about yourself and get your mental health together to get the things that you want out of life. Anything that you want is for you. If you can imagine it in your mind, it's for you. It's just, you got to get your mind changed out of the paradigm that you don't deserve it, that you always got to have a lack mentality. And coming from the Black community, we are held back a lot, because we are expected to be strong. We are expected to push things under a rug. We are expected to just move on like nothing ever happened. Stop moving on with yourself. This is like what I'm trying to promote, especially. Don't just move on. Take the time that you need to heal. Take the time that you need to see those things in yourself that may need to change. Yes, it's hard to shake addictions. Yes, it's hard to shake codependency. Yes, it's hard when you are depressed to pick yourself back up, but it's not like it can't happen. You definitely need to show up for yourself. You definitely need to put in co-creation too. Yes, the universe wants to give you what you want. God, whatever it is that you believe in, wants to give it to you. But what are you doing right now for yourself to make that happen? Are you more worried about what everybody else got going on and not focused enough on you? This is a time to really put yourself first. This is a time to show up for yourself. You would spend your money on any other thing, especially if you don't believe in therapy. Give yourself your own therapy. If you are coupled, I would suggest you get 2 of these books, because it's very important that you take every exercise in this book seriously. Because even after I read this book, I still do exercises in this book to this day, and I could definitely see a change. How you know it's working is when you normally would act one way, but you act another totally different way. Then you know, okay, it may be working. And when you're healing, it may hurt. You may have body aches, you may have pains, you may have headaches, but that's because you're getting healing, you're getting washed, you're getting cleansed, you're beginning to let go of those things that have been stuck in your root chakra. If you're the type of person that has a lot of stomach issues, anxiety, you always feel nervous, that's because there's things in there that may need to be cleaned up. When you're sad, when you're hurt, when you're feeling guilt, when you're feeling shame, that all goes down to your root chakra. And this book will help you go down into that chakra and clean it out. And like I say, if you're a couple, get 2 books, because you need to be able to do your own individual work, and then you guys can come together and do work together, because one person can't heal. We have to, in a relationship, 2 is partnership and alliance. So we have to do it as a partnership. So yes, you're going to do individual work, but you're going to come together so we both can grow as one together. And if you're single, then you do need to do this for yourself. It's nobody's business what you do. It's for you to get the healing that you need. And like I say, all I promote is self-love, self-healing, for you to be the person that you know that you deserve to be, the person you always wanted to be, but you may just be stuck. I feel like this book will help you get unstuck. I want to thank Robert Jackman for writing this book, because I feel like he put $20,000 worth of therapy in a $16 book. I feel like it's going to be worth it. I feel like you'll use your money for anything else. Why don't you take this money, that $20, and do something that'll help you with your future? It does not matter what age you are. I feel like this book will definitely help you. It is important that we take care of our mental health, especially in the Black community, where we don't believe in therapy. We don't believe in letting people in our business. But it may be time for you to stop and show up for you. You feel like things is not going your way. You feel like it's things in your life that needs to change. You cannot change and control anyone. You only can control yourself. It's time for you to show up for yourself. Butterfly Gang, I always tell you guys to continue to transmute and transform. It's very important that you put yourself first. It's very important that you do things to help co-create with the universe. And it's very important that you begin to take that knife of truth and begin to cut out things in your life that no longer serves you, so you can ascend. So again, this book is called Healing Your Inner Child, Your Lost Inner Child. How to Stop Impulsive Reactions, Set Healthy Boundaries, and Embrace an Authentic Life. I am going to put the link in my in the description box for this, so you guys could check it out for yourself. But I definitely do feel like if you are ready to make a change in your life, this is the first place you need to start, because in order to get a new life, you definitely have to clean up the life and the things that you buried before. And once you can let that all out, you can get all those things that's in the dark, that's hiding from you, you can stand out and shine your light so brightly the way you see fit for you. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you nothing but love, peace, positivity, and strength in any area of your life that you may need it. Be looking out for more pop-up reviews for me. I'm going to link the link to Amazon for this book, and I'm also going to link some frequencies, tones that I use with this book, because the frequency tones also help me to be able to go deeper into it. This book helps you with boundaries. This book helps you with inner child wounding. This book helps you with discovering who you are and what you want if you take it seriously. Take it seriously. If you take it seriously and you put your all, don't give half, don't give a little bit, give it all you got and show up for yourself, it definitely will be life-changing. Definitely in the end of it, it explains to you what the integration process is, and to the T is just like that. Show up for yourself, Butterfly Gang. Do something different. Heal yourself, you know. You are a healer, but you can't heal everybody. So why don't you take that love, that energy that you're using, and pour it into yourself. So, get this book. I love you guys so much. Until next time, be looking out for another pop-up review from me. Bye-bye.